Hi, today I'm at the Ruth Lake trailhead of the North Country Trail. I'm going to be hiking about 7.5 miles today down to the Rainbow Lake Wilderness. Over there's where I finished up last time, and we're going to head right down this way. I got my bike locked up there and ready to go. Let's see what we got. .1 miles. I guess that's where I'm going. That was 7.5, but I'll take 7.1. What do we got here? I guess there's a trail up. Alright, well, I'm going to fill that out. Well, it's a beautiful day today. A sunny day, early October. Looks like a lot of the leaves have fallen already. Still beautiful in here. It's about I don't know, 45 degrees or something like that, and it's going to get up to 60 today, so perfect hiking weather. I had a vest and a windbreaker on, but it gets pretty warm wearing that when you're walking, so I just donned my shirt here. There's a view over here of wetlands. Or not necessarily wetlands, but open area, probably a previous timber sale. We've got some hills here today, nothing major. It's a beautiful walk in the woods. I was gonna hike this section earlier this season, but got up here and the mosquitoes were just about carry you away, and I thought, you know what, it'd be a lot more pleasant once we have a frost, get rid of some of them pesky mosquitoes. And I don't have any bugs bothering me today so far, so that's great. Been kind of looking for a nice log to sit on. There's one there maybe, so I can take off these legs of the pants. They zip off, and I'm trying. It's not really hot yet, but I don't want to get too warm, so let's try this stump. Alright, that log worked great. Got the pant legs off, so shouldn't get overheated now. It's warming up kind of quick here. There's kind of a big pond down there, huh? Well, here's the first road crossing. Only about a mile in or less, and don't know what the name of this road is. The next road we come to is a ways off, and that'll be Muskie Lake Road. Well, now I'm in Chequamegon National Forest, and I'm pretty excited about that. This is the first national forest that I've been on the Wisconsin portion of the North Country Trail. One thing that's interesting is that before the North Country Trail existed, this trail through the Chequamegon National Forest in Wisconsin was known as the North Country Trail. So that's where the National Trail got its name. The other hikes that I've taken on the North Country Trail in Wisconsin have all been from the Minnesota border coming this way, and all the forests I've been in are either county or state forests. This is the first national forest. And the Chequamegon National Forest is pretty big. I forget how many acres, 850,000 or 85,000. No, must be 850,000. I'm kind of huffing and puffing here because I've been going up this steep, straight grade here and didn't really realize that it was an upward hill grade until I started huffing and puffing, and I realized I've been doing this for a while. Yeah, got good blazing along this trail through the forest. When I finish this hike, I'll be at Delta something road, Delta Diamond, I don't know, Delta Road, and across the road from there starts the Rainbow Lake Wilderness, and that'll be my next hike, and I'm looking forward to that. Of course, in nationally designated wilderness, you're not allowed to use power equipment or anything like that, and so my understanding is that the trail through there isn't even blazed. They don't even paint the tree blazes. So that's where your Avenza Maps comes in handy to make sure you stay on the trail. There are a lot of acorns on the trail. So these oak trees are dropping a lot of acorns. So there should be some good re-sprouting of oaks in this area. There's a natural progression in the woods of how some species eventually take over, and depends on what kind of forest it is, of course. A lot of aspen in here, and aspen seems like it doesn't live as long, so maybe aspen starts being dominant, and then later on the oaks, maples take over. A lot of these leaves on the ground are yellow, and I see maple and aspen and maybe some other kind of leaves, but I think certain kinds of maples really turn red in the fall. I see there's one coming up here. Beautiful. I've been on this old logging road or whatever it is for quite a while. It's not nearly as hilly as the first part of the hike, but it certainly is cruisy. You can make good miles easily on this path. Probably not quite as interesting as a more curvy path, but it's still a nice walk in the woods. Oh, this must be that Muskie Lake Road. It's like a pretty good road. I suppose it gets out to some good fishing spots, so they maintain it pretty well. Oh, look at there, a natural arch over the trail. Looks like it's going to hold till long after I'm past. Still on these cruisy logging roads. Well, here's the proverbial fork in the road, but pretty easy to figure this one out. Well, I'm coming to another road here. This is about mile 109.5, so got about 2.5 miles to go. This is Cant Hook Road, and it's Forest Service Road 415. And it looks like it gets some use, and it's in pretty good shape. Alright, let's head back into the woods and get this hike done. Look at how the light comes through and makes these patterns on the ground. It almost looks like, from a distance, a powder of some sort on the ground, but when you get closer, you realize it's just the sunlight. I keep hearing noises in the woods. I think it's just acorns dropping. They can make a pretty loud noise on the ground when they hit. It's not quite as windy in here as it was for a while. Maybe I was more on a ridge before, but it was getting kind of windy, and in here it seems pretty calm. I like the calm better. All the wind can keep you from getting too sweaty. The beautiful open woods in here. You can see a long ways in the woods. Well, I know what this log's saying to me. It's break time. Looks like somebody else used it too. Most of this trail has been on these old logging roads, and been pretty easy walking. Look at this stuff, it's kind of cool. Oh, there were some big hills here towards the end, but I guess you get a little bit of a view from here. Got about a half-mile left. Well, I think I see my truck just up ahead here, just beyond the trees there. So that'll be the end of today's hike. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time. Happy trails.